What if the truth didn't die with them? What if fame, fortune, and carefully crafted legacies couldn't hide what was found on the autopsy table?
My daughter's passed out. Please get here quick.
Okay.
Brittany, please come back.
Behind closed doors, coroners uncovered secrets no one was supposed to see. Hidden injuries, shocking substances, unexplained damage that rewrote the official story.
On the 4th June 2009, the Thai police have confirmed the death of US actor David Carradine, who was found dead in his room at the Swiss Hotel Neller Park, Bangkok.
These were icons we thought we understood, but death revealed what life kept buried. Brace yourself for what was discovered after the cameras stopped rolling, because this story dives into celebrity autopsies with disturbing discoveries.
Pop music superstar Prince has died. The musician known as Prince has passed away at age 57.
In April 2016, the world woke up to a gut punch. Prince, the electric force behind Purple Rain and When Doves Cry, was dead. He'd been found in an elevator at his Paisley Park estate, already gone for hours. He was only 57, and the speed of it all left fans desperate for an explanation. That explanation arrived 6 weeks later, and it was brutal. The autopsy confirmed an accidental fentanyl overdose, a synthetic opioid dozens of times stronger than morphine. With fentanyl, even a speck can be fatal. What was in Prince's body was beyond alarming. Toxicology showed 67.8 micrograms per liter of fentanyl in his blood. People have died at levels as low as 3 micrograms. In his liver, the concentration reached 450 micrograms per kilogram, over 6 times what experts already consider lethal. Those numbers painted a tragic picture. Prince's non-stop, high-powered performances had worn him down, especially his hip, which led to surgery and ongoing pain management. The medication he leaned on to function ultimately took his life. On stage he seemed untouchable, but the ending proved he was heartbreakingly human.
We begin tonight with the shocking death of popular Canadian actor Cory Monteith.
In July 2013, Glee fans were blindsided. Cory Monteith, the warm, big-hearted Finn Hudson, was discovered dead in a Vancouver hotel room. He was only 31, and the gap between his wholesome character and the reality of his death was jarring. Monteith's fight with addiction didn't begin in Hollywood. By 13, he was already skipping school to drink and smoke marijuana. He went to rehab more than once, including just months before he died, trying to pull himself back. But even as his career rose, the struggle never fully loosened its grip. He even wanted to confront that darkness through his work. While filming the indie drama Mechanic, he pushed to be cast as a drug addict, telling the director, "I can do this character, I know this character, I was this character." It was an unsettling glimpse of a battle most people didn't see.
Crystal meth in his bloodstream. So whatever his intention was with the glass pipe, it did not play a role in his death.
The autopsy confirmed what happened. Monteith died with a lethal combination of alcohol and heroin in his system. Investigators found a spoon with residue, a used needle, and empty champagne bottles nearby. For fans, it didn't just break the illusion of Finn, it exposed the reality Cory couldn't outrun.
The son of late martial arts star Bruce Lee has died. 27-year-old Brandon Lee was killed during a movie set accident today.
Hollywood runs on illusion. Even gunfire is supposed to be harmless. That's why Brandon Lee's death in 1993 still feels unreal. At 28, the son of Bruce Lee was about to explode into superstardom, poised to break out in The Crow, a dark revenge film destined to become a cult classic.
Most people that things happen to like this that you see on the news all the time, they never get any justice.
The scene that killed him was meant to be standard. His character is shot at close range by actor Michael Massey, using a prop revolver. But a fragment from an earlier projectile had been left inside the barrel. When the blank was fired, it launched that fragment like a real bullet. Lee was rushed to the hospital and endured 6 hours of surgery, but the damage was irreversible.
A penetrating wound
near his umbilicus or belly button. I know that during the surgery itself, he received at least 40 or more units of blood, and it's a relatively small one.
Medical examiners later confirmed a .44 caliber bullet fragment had lodged in his spine, ripping through his abdomen along the way. The autopsy didn't just document the fatal wound. It exposed disturbing failures in on-set weapon safety. A round used for a close-up shot hadn't been properly discarded. One small oversight ended the life of a rising star.
We're getting new details about the death of Star Wars actress Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher was far more than Princess Leia. She was a writer, performer, and fearless truth-teller who turned pain into art. In December 2016, the world lost her after she went into cardiac arrest on a flight from London to Los Angeles.
There we have an unresponsive passenger.
She was 60. People clung to hope, but after landing, she was gone. Fisher never pretended her life was spotless. In her books and on-stage work, she spoke openly about drugs, alcohol, and mental health, mixing sharp humor with brutal honesty. Her brother Todd put it plainly, "If you want to know what killed her, it's all of it." When the autopsy results were released in June 2017, that phrase became even heavier. Toxicology detected methadone, cocaine, alcohol, MDMA, and opiates in her system, along with evidence of heroin exposure. It was a devastating combination, but it didn't become the official headline. Medical examiners listed sleep apnea as the cause of death, with drugs noted as contributing factors. For fans, it was a painful reminder. The woman who symbolized hope for an entire galaxy had been fighting her own war here on Earth.
And everyone had been asked after the screening if they had ever snooped, and 83% of all women said they did.
Wow.
And over 50% of the men said they did.
In the late 90s and early 2000s, Brittany Murphy felt unstoppable. From Clueless to 8 Mile, she was everywhere. But as the decade closed, her career cooled, and the tabloids shifted focus to her personal life, especially her controversial marriage to writer-producer Simon Monjack. Friends grew worried, and in December 2009, the fear became real.
Brittany Murphy died young.
Murphy was dead at 32. The shock deepened because the initial cause sounded almost ordinary: pneumonia. Then the autopsy revealed a darker context. A coroner's report released in early 2010 said she'd also been dealing with severe anemia, linked to menstrual bleeding and malnutrition. Her body was already depleted, and it simply couldn't fight off infection. As a medical examiner explained, this was not something she just got a day or so before. She was walking around with this for some time. More unsettling claims surfaced later. In 2013, a private lab test commissioned by Murphy's father reported unusually high levels of heavy metals in her hair. He publicly suggested foul play, calling it poison and implying murder.
My daughter's passed out. Please get here quick.
Okay.
Brittany, please come back.
Officially, pneumonia and anemia remained the listed causes, but for many, the questions never fully disappeared.
It's spooky. When things go bad in a car, man, it goes bad real fast.
We have one vehicle fully involved. Fire's not counted.
Paul Walker's death in 2013 felt like a cruel, twisted irony. The star of Fast and Furious, a franchise built on speed, died in a violent crash as a passenger in a Porsche Carrera GT. The driver, Roger Rodas, lost control at around 100 miles per hour. The car tore apart and then erupted in flames. Both men died within moments. Rodas's autopsy described catastrophic head trauma, but Walker's report carried especially haunting details. First responders found his body in what's called a pugilistic stance, arms raised in an instinctive attempt to protect himself. It reflected the sheer force of the impact and the brief seconds he had to react. The coroner ruled his cause of death as combined effects of traumatic and thermal injuries.
We have confirmed 2 DOA. Again, confirmed 2 fatalities.
Just know that speed was a factor.
His heart was so big.
I was proud of him every day of his life.
His jaw, collarbone, and pelvis were broken, but the most chilling detail was soot in his trachea, proof he was still breathing as the fire took hold. The flames were so intense that his body was burned beyond recognition. Even organs that might have been recovered for donation were destroyed. For fans, the man who seemed invincible on screen met an ending defined by terrifying fragility.
I take that and use that as the main foundation for the track and build all the sounds around that.
By June 2009, Michael Jackson was gearing up for a massive comeback. It was supposed to be his return, proof that the king of pop could still dominate the stage. Then, on June 25th, everything stopped. His personal physician, Conrad Murray, found him in bed, unresponsive and not breathing. Jackson was 50. The autopsy findings stunned the world. His system contained a dangerous mix of drugs: propofol, midazolam, diazepam, lidocaine, and ephedrine. Propofol is a surgical anesthetic, never meant to be used at home as a sleep aid. Given improperly, it can stop the heart, and it did. Murray was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter, his $150,000 a month treatment judged reckless and fatal. The report also revealed something eerie. There was no anatomical reason he should have died so young. His heart and organs showed no fatal disease. It wasn't illness, it was the drugs. The routine meant to knock him out that ended him. Even cosmetic details surfaced: tattooed lips, a darkened scalp meant to conceal wigs. Beneath the legend and spectacle was a man trying to keep himself held together.
Made me do an interview for the Poltergeist movie, and he said it's for 5-year-olds, which I was 5 then, and
Heather O'Rourke's career was brief but unforgettable. At 6 years old, she became the eerie face of Poltergeist, delivering the chilling line, "They're here." She returned for 2 sequels and became one of horror's most memorable child stars. But in 1988, just weeks after turning 12, her life ended. She'd been suffering severe abdominal pain and was rushed to Children's Hospital of San Diego. Doctors quickly realized it was an emergency. During surgery, her small body couldn't withstand what was happening and she died. Hollywood was stunned. The child who'd survived cinematic hauntings hadn't survived a hidden medical catastrophe. Her autopsy revealed she'd lived her entire life with undiagnosed intestinal stenosis, a dangerous narrowing of the bowel. The blockage led to a massive infection that triggered septic shock. Her heart and lungs failed before doctors could save her. The timing made it even more heartbreaking. Only 4 months later, Poltergeist 3 was released, featuring O'Rourke's final performance, a last on-screen echo of a talent taken far too soon.
Actually, when I was 7, I wanted to be different. My name is Julie, and I told my parents,
Julie, well, there's nothing wrong with that name.
No, I
That's a
wish
great
I would have
name.
kept it now.
Well, you can get it back.
In the 1980s, Tawny Kitaen became hair metal's ultimate muse. The unforgettable presence draped across car hoods and Whitesnake videos like "Here I Go Again" and "Is This Love?" She also appeared in Rat's Back for More, stole scenes in Bachelor Party, and later showed up in the WKRP and Cincinnati reboot. As fame faded, the 2000s brought new headlines when she spoke openly about addiction on Celebrity Rehab. In May 2021, Kitaen died at her home in Newport Beach. She was 59. Many assumed her past had finally caught up with her. But the autopsy results, released 5 months later, told a different story. Medical examiners ruled her death natural, caused by dilated cardiomyopathy, an enlarged, weakened heart unable to pump effectively. Mild coronary atherosclerosis, with fatty buildup in her arteries, contributed. Traces of prescribed antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication were found, but they were not considered the cause. In the end, it wasn't drugs or scandal that took her. It was a silent heart condition waiting in the background.
And I came back and I said to Jerry Thorpe, "Have you seen this movie?" And he said, "No."
And I said, you haven't? You got to see this movie. And I decided to make it mandatory.
David Carradine came from Hollywood bloodlines, the son of John Carradine, and brother to Keith and Robert. After serving in the Army, he became a star in the 70s as Kwai Chang Caine on Kung Fu. Years later, Quentin Tarantino revived his career with Kill Bill, where Carradine played the calm, terrifying villain known as Bill. Then, just as he was enjoying that resurgence, everything ended.
On the 4th June 2009, the Thai police have confirmed the death of US actor David Carradine, who was found dead in his room at the Swiss Hotel Nella Park, Bangkok.
In June 2009, Carradine was found dead in a Bangkok hotel room. He was 72. At first, it looked like suicide. A rope around his neck suggested hanging, but the scene didn't add up. There was no note, and investigators quickly began to doubt that explanation. The autopsy ruled the cause as asphyxiation, but the surrounding details pointed somewhere else. The rope had also been tied around his genitals, and Carradine was found wearing a wig and fishnet stockings. Forensic experts concluded it wasn't natural and likely not suicide, but an accidental death connected to autoerotic asphyxiation. The revelation stunned Hollywood. A man who often portrayed discipline and calm met an ending as bizarre as it was tragic. Some deaths leave behind memories. Others leave behind questions. Questions that only an autopsy can answer. In these cases, what was found after death changed how we see fame, fortune, and the price of living in the spotlight. What discovery shocked you the most, and which case still doesn't sit right with you? Let us know in the comments. If you found this story disturbing, eye-opening, or unforgettable, make sure to like the video and subscribe. You're part of a community that looks beyond the headlines. More stories like this are coming, where the truth is stranger and darker than anyone expected. Thank you for watching.